Hello, my Canasta friends. Welcome to Canasta Class Clinic. In this clinic, we're reviewing the basics, tips, and strategies all about Canasta as we play on real Canasta. Our topic in this tutorial, it's all about special hands, when you should decide to go for one, when you should stop working on a special hand, and what to do when you abandon your special hand. Put any questions in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer. Type in the comments below and let me know what you want to learn more about. Give me topics. I'm always looking for new topics. And also type in the comments what you would have done different during play, as I love hearing all about what you've learned. Maybe tell me something that I should do different or what you enjoyed. Thank you for being here. Let's learn and grow together and become better Canasta players. Before we get started, I just wanted to thank you for all your love and support of the Canasta Class channel. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for the content you enjoy, share the video with fellow Canasta players, comment. I always love engaging with you and talking about Canasta, and consider giving a thanks of appreciation by hitting the thanks button. You can also email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com. Thank you again for always being here and watching the videos every Monday night at 6:30. Be sure to check it out, and if you hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell so you get notification when I post a new video. Now let's get on with our topic. When to decide if you should go for a special hand. I typically will look at my cards, and if I have no wilds, I might consider that. I count my cards to see how many I have towards the special hand. Remember, it's made up of 14. I identify the potential of the special hand. What special hand can I build? Do I have wilds? If I have wilds, do I need special cards to go with it, like sevens and aces? Number 3, consider, will you have enough time to complete your hand? What's going on at the table? What does the table look like? Has the other team already opened? How far along are we in the game? What is my partner discarding? Is she discarding cards that seems like she's playing a special hand, or is she struggling to open? Something else to consider when deciding if you should go for a special hand is if you do need to abandon the special hand, what is your hand going to look like? So you want to set your hand up to play a regular game. I always want to help my partner if she opens or he opens, and I also want to set my hand up for that special hand, because if I get it, that's even more exciting, right? You get big points for that. So make sure you choose cards to be able to build to help your partner with higher points. So maybe you do have to abandon those low cards, so in case you have to open, or based on where the other team is at. I also consider what my hand will look like if I have to abandon the hand, and we'll talk about that in a minute. When to stop working on a special hand. I came up with 10 different things. I'm sure there's lots more, so if you want to, you can drop them in the comments below. Maybe the question is more, how do you know when it's time to stop working on a special hand? What are some things that you can consider? Reasons why I might give up a special hand. Number 1, your team opens first, meaning the main reason to abandon the special hand is that your partner has already opened their initial meld. You are only allowed to win on a special hand if your partner has not melded any cards. Number 2, now there is such a thing as a courtesy special, and not everyone plays that, so make sure you ask that at the beginning of your game. Maybe you missed the courtesy special because a courtesy special occurs once your partner opens. You can only claim it after your partner opens, and it's your very next turn. If you pick a card and it does not complete your special hand, you now have to play a regular game and you have to abandon your special hand. Number 3, you pick a wild card. How many times are you going for pairs, or you're playing a hand and maybe you're looking for a zip code and you have no wild cards, and then you pick one? So sometimes when you pick a card, especially in pairs without wilds, you have to abandon the hand. Or you could still play it, but then you have to discard some cards that maybe you wanted to hold on to initially. So again, if you pick a wild, like a joker or a 2 from the stockpile, and it's not the card you need to complete your special hand, the special hand is ruined, and you now will change your hand over to a regular hand. Number 4, the discard pile has your needed card. So maybe if you're looking for pairs and you were looking for a pair of 5s, you have to be aware of how many 5s are in the discard pile. Or maybe you're looking for 3 of a kind and maybe you have to count the number of 5s in the discard pile. If the pile has your card, you're not going to be able to get it with 5s. You're going to have to change your card. Number 5, your needed card is unavailable. It's played by the opponents. Sometimes your card is unavailable. If you can't find the card needed to complete your special hand, of course we just talked about it, it could be in the discard pile, or there's a chance that your opponents have played the cards on the table and you aren't able to pick them up. You may have to give up. Please note that you can use a dead card in a special hand. That means cards that have been played into a canasta by your opponents. Number 6, opponents open or make a canasta. If your opponents open or complete a canasta, it might be a signal that you need to switch strategies to avoid their high scores, and not making a special hand may not be the option. So you might have to switch to playing a regular game and get your cards on the table to open and play before the other team gets 2 canastas and gets out of the game. You also might want to consider number 7, your penalty cards. Being aware of holding too many penalty cards. How many penalty cards are you holding to make your special hand? Maybe you're going for a zip code and you have 4 7s or 3 aces. And the other team is getting close to the end of the game. Or you've reached the turn card. You need to pay attention and get rid of those penalty cards. You can no longer go for a special hand because you will have not only the deficit of not opening, but penalty points for holding more 7s and aces than you should. Number 8, how many cards are left in the stockpile? You want to consider the size and how many actually are there. Because you're working on your hand, consider how many cards are still needed for your special hand and how many cards are left in the stockpile before deciding whether to continue or not. You have to pay careful attention to your hand size, how many you need, and the proximity of ending the game without completing a special hand. Number 9, overall game position. Consider the game situation, the overall state of the game, including your team's score, the size of the discard pile, where your opponents are important factors in deciding whether to abandon a special hand or not. And number 10, safe discard. When going for a special hand, you must avoid discarding any cards that can complete the opponent's canastas or allow them to pick the pack. If the pack is dirty, I let them often pick the pack and hope I get the special hand the next pick. If I only need 1 card, they will get the penalty points with too many aces or 7s in their hand, and of course will get the win for the special hand. Sometimes you have to abandon your special hand because you don't have a safe discard, but sometimes I still push through it even if they pick the pack, knowing they'll get lots of points, but they'll get penalties if I get to go out before they can get rid of those penalty points. Now let's move on and talk about, once you abandon your hand, what are you going to do? We just talked about things to consider, why you would abandon your hand. Now let's talk about what to do when you abandon your hand. Number 1, you're going to switch to the standard method. That means you need 3 pure and some wild cards to open and to meet the point count of 125, 155, or 180. You build melds and create canastas and work towards going out, the traditional play. Number 2, try to build your hand with pairs. Once you abandon your special hand, you want to keep your hand in pairs position so that you can pick the pack when the opponents put out a matching discard to one of your pairs, as long as your partner or you have opened. Also, when you abandon your special hand, you want to clear your hand of penalty cards. You no longer want to sit with more than 2 aces and 2 7s in your hand, and make sure, again, you're paying attention what's going on the table. Please consider these thoughtful suggestions on when to decide should you go for a special hand, when to stop going for a special hand, and once you abandon your special hand, what you should do. I hope these help you out in your next Canasta game. If you enjoyed this topic, please give it a thumbs up. We're going to go on to I Love Maj now and play a few games. Please consider becoming a channel member at Canasta Class. Hit the join button on the home screen and there are 3 levels to choose from and you can pick one that fits you. I hope that you'll become a channel member. Thank you for those who already joined the Canasta Class channel. Also on the home page, you can search the magnifying glass icon for topics of your choice of interest. Whether you're looking to brush up on the basics, look for a tip or strategy, I'm sure you'll find it. And if not, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com and I'll be sure to create a video just for you. Let's head over to Real Canasta. On Real Canasta, you're going to hit New Game. Fast, we're playing 5 of a rank before we can add a wild. That's after your initial meld, and we're playing invisible modes that we can chat while we play. Sort by rank. Pick a card for your turn, put out your 3, take a replacement. We have our 3 pure. We're only looking for 125. We have 140 with 3 jacks. We have plenty. I am going to discard a king. I'm going to wait a second and hopefully be able to pick the pack before I open. I could pick with the 4, but there's only 4 cards. I want there to be 8. Oh, this is even better. We have 160. That's lovely. I'm going to get rid of a 10. A queen. I think I'll open the next go around. For sure. And I have jacks. I'm going to take the pack and I'm going to open with wilds. I'm hopeful my partner will have 2 wilds. And I'm going to put out that extra jack. I wonder if I can take it back. You should really hold the pairs. Should have held the pairs. And get rid of my 5. Oh, you only had 1 wild. Interesting. I'm going to close the jacks, put out my other 2 10s. I'm going to put out my queens. And I'm going to get rid of this king. I'm not going to take the 9s. I want to try to get this wild here. And there it is. Good choice. They have 4 6s. I have 3. They're not going to have 6s, so I'm going to discard a 6. I have a pair of 9s. I'm going to take the pack. I'm now going to put everything out because we're going to try to get out of this game. And an 8 and a 9 and all these queens. 10s are dead. They have 6s. I can put 6s out and I can get rid of that king just to get the points out of my hand. I can get rid of the king. An 8. Aces are dead. That'll be my next discard. Oh, of course we can go out. So I went for wilds, by the way. So we have 4,660. They have 1,625. We're going to be at 155, and they're going to be at 125. Sort by suit. You could look for the potential of a special hand. We only have 1 wild. Put out your 3. The card for your turn. Rearrange. Let's get rid of the 6. We have three of a kind, pair. We could play a zip code. Maybe we could get rid of the 10. Get rid of the king, we'll do that next. There's our four of a kind, three of a kind, and then they opened, so we might want to reconsider how we're playing. He threw an 8. Oh, he threw an 8. That was going to be my next card. So we only have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. Yikes. I don't think we have any wilds. I think that's our problem. I'll throw a 10 or a queen. Queens are dead. Put out your 3. Queens are dead. Five. So we have 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind, pair. We need another pair so we can use our 2s. I'm going to get rid of the ace. Maybe if we get a wild, we'll have zip code. My partner's opening. Real Canasta plays that you get one more chance to open with a special hand. So let's pick it. We did not pick that wild. He has aces and 8s, which I don't have. We have one more time to go around. I'm going to get rid of the 4. Perfect. My partner picked the pack. I'm gonna put out my 9s, and I can put out my 4s and close it. And I can't put out the 3 5s because I don't think I can go out. I can ask. Oh, he said yes. Perfect. Nice. We have 6,895. They have 3,770. They're at 155. We're at 180. Put out your 3s. Take a card for your turn and evaluate your hand. We have 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We have 180, but we don't have our 3 of a kind. Let's get rid of a jack. It's 1-7. We need our 3 of a kind. I think that's like 3 7s or 2 7s. There's our 3 of a kind. Let's go ahead and open. And instead of putting out another pair, let's take a joker from here and put out our 9s. We're going to get rid of 1-7. I'm gonna go ahead and close those 10s. This card is 6. Oh boy. That's just a nice pickup for them. Although there is a lot of 7s in there, but I don't know if they have all this. I don't think they do have all the 7s. Shoot around. That's why you don't discard 7s. Yikes. That was a bad choice. They might have won the game just by doing all this. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can put out, ask to go out. Let's do that. So maybe he'll get stuck with the ace. Oh no, he put aces out also. Put our 3 8s out. Oh, they won't let us meld that. I thought they would. I'm not going out, so I don't know why I can't. Oh, we don't have 2 canasta. Now we can do it. Now I can meld the 3 8s and discard the 2. Oh, wow, they won. Bummer. Yikes, that was a good game. They picked that pack. I gave it to them, and they got a lot of nice cards in there. Oh, wow. I shouldn't have threw the 7. I was afraid to throw, what did I have? The 9. I had some, oh, jacks. I was afraid to throw the jack or the 9 because I was afraid he'd have pairs. He did have 9s already up here. That was a bummer. Oh, wow. A good lesson in learning to keep your 7s and aces, although you can't always. Like I said, I was afraid to throw the jack. Maybe it was a jack or an 8. I think it was a jack or an 8. I said 9s before because they would have picked it anyway because I feel like he would have had 2 8s or 2 jacks. But it was worth a try. I was hoping we would still win, but we were off by a canasta. I thank you for being here and being a part of the Canasta Class channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe so you check us out next Monday at 6:30 for a new video. If you have a topic of interest or any questions, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com and I'll be sure to put your topic up for the next video. Thank you and have a good week. Bye-bye.